Welcome back to yet another episode of Tequila Tales. I'm Tequila Tim. Today we'll be talking about Calirosa Anejo. Beautiful bottle here in a wine decanter. You've definitely seen this on the shelves. I'm going to tell you all about it. This video right here is dedicated to my friend Mario Abril, who recently passed away tragically. He's my pickleball partner, one of my best friends. This was his favorite tequila, so stay tuned, hear all about it. I've got all the details on this one, including where it's made, how it's made, who's behind it, and so much more. So in a tribute to my friend Mario, welcome to my Calirosa Anejo review. After this short break, I'll be back to tell you all about it. So let's take a look under the hood of the Calirosa Anejo Tequila. Again, this is made in NAM 1429. Reviews are all over the board. If you look at Tequila Matchmaker on this, which is the only place I really look at reviews, I've been drinking this one for a while, so I have my opinion on it, which I'll share in this review. But I like to see what other people say after I've already tasted it, as I've noted in many past tequila reviews that I've done. Again, made in NAM 1459, and you're going to get that in Jalisco, Los Valles, cooked in stone and brick ovens, extracted with a roller mill using deep well water. Fermented in stainless steel tanks, 100% agave, fermentation without fibers. It is twice distilled in copper pots, and it's aged in wine casks. 40% alcohol by volume makes it an 80 proof tequila. Okay, so now that you know everything about this tequila, I'm gonna tell you a lot more about it, and let's get cracking on it. So earlier last year, I reviewed the Calirosa Rosa Blanco tequila. At the time, all the information published online said it was an additive-free tequila. Now, I do not believe that's the case with this one, or this one really, for that matter. I'm gonna tell you all about it right now. So, again, there was a lot of information. There were Reddits about it, there were press releases, there was all sorts of information that it was additive-free. Not that I really care. I try to drink additive-free tequila, but once in a while, there is an outlier. And in this case, this is one that I truly do enjoy. So, made by Adam Levine of Maroon 5, household name in most houses. I'm more of a hip-hop guy, but, you know, Maroon 5, very famous, a lot of good songs, great music videos. I cheer for the guy all the time. He's behind tequila. He's getting people involved in tequila. Nothing wrong with that. No harm, no foul. I do like the Rosa Blanco. I've been attempting with my local bar here to make some brunch cocktails. I think this is a perfect one for brunch cocktails. We have not found a recipe yet. If you have any ideas, throw those below. I love when you guys give me ideas and give me feedback on things that are going on. I really think that someone will make a Rosa Blanco tequila and incorporate a really signature cocktail with it. That's just my opinion. I think it'll happen. I think it's perfect. I talked about that in the last video. I'll link it to it below if you want to check that out. It got over 10,000 views right away. It was shared on Twitter by some Maroon 5 followers, and it got a lot of traction. So naturally, I gravitated towards this tequila next when I got a hold of it. As I talked about earlier, this is about 80 bucks or under, 71, 74 here locally in Fort Lauderdale. Do not pay $1.99 like Old Town has. I love Old Town. I buy a lot of stuff from them, but that is a price point that I just do not agree with for this tequila. Now, getting into this exact tequila, there are opinions all over the world. I've been drinking this one for a year and a half, so I have a lot of history with this tequila. This is a tequila that we like to take shots of at the bar. It's an expensive shot, but it's not that nasty shot that's gonna give you the hangover kind of shot. I've got friends that sip this on the rocks. I've got friends that sip this with one cube, which really brings out the chocolate, which I'll talk about in 1 minute. But more than anything, this is something that I call a gateway tequila. And a gateway tequila is maybe a tequila that doesn't have all that burn and all that bite that other tequilas have, but it'll bring people that come from a different world, maybe bourbon, maybe whiskey, other spirits like scotch, and bring them into tequila because it's got some flavor to it, probably in the sense of additives. But again, you know, I tell you to drink what you like, and now more than ever, I'm realizing you guys drink what you like. I just lost one of my best friends, and this is what he liked. And we would cheers to this all the time, celebrate moments. I know he's gifted this to people, so love it or hate it, everyone's got a tequila, and I don't judge them. This man also drank Bacardi Clear. He grew up on the islands, was a big rum guy. He got me into some very special stuff, and this I'm gonna be sipping in his honor very, very shortly. He was supposed to be there with me and sip it, but you know, you can't take it with you, and life goes on, and sometimes, you know, really crappy things happen to really good people. So you gotta enjoy life every single day, and I'm learning that more and more as I age. Again, this is dedicated in his honor. So Calirosa Tequila right here. This is the Anejo. Really beautiful bottle. This looks amazing on your shelf. This is probably one of the coolest looking bottles I have. You know the rule, the prettier the bottle, the worse the tequila. This one I find right in the mid-range. And again, this has grown a special spot for me just because of everything that's behind it. The wine decanter is really cool. It's made in NAM 1459, which produces a ton of tequilas. The only one that I recognize and really endorse behind that whole nom, which is currently ranked number 63 on Tequila Matchmaker, about the midway point, maybe a little bit behind it. I think there's 119 right now, last I looked. Asombroso is the only one that I really recognize there and can endorse. The rest of them kind of private label tequilas. So again, a lot of these celebrities don't do a lot of homework. They go in, they send someone out, and they private label their stuff. They, of course, tell this amazing story about the distillery and its history and stuff, but this is a mass-produced tequila facility, as far as I understand, and anyone who's been there can correct me. I have not personally been there, but there's some photos that you're looking at right now of NOM 1459. Those are actual photos. Thanks to Tequila Matchmaker for the help on that. So let's just get right into it right now, right? So the aromas, very different, very strong, very different from anything else you're ever gonna taste. I promise you that. I get a lot of chocolate and a lot of cherry right up front. I mean, right up front, it hits you with chocolate, cherry, vanilla, some toffee. Again, this is unlike anything you're gonna have. And a lot of my friends I turned on to this is their favorite tequila, right? Now, again, you're gonna hear a bunch of people saying it's got additives, it's not on the additive-free list. That's fine. And again, life's too short to just be a snob and slam every tequila. There's some that are absolute syrup, there's some that are absolute garbage. I've got some that have, mint in them and all sorts of flavors, and the industry's going wild because tequila's on an uproar right now. But this has a lot of chocolate in it, and it tells me that there's a diffuser used and there's some additives in there. Again, all up for debate. If you've been there and want to correct me if you find out otherwise, please do below. We're all learning as we go. I'm just a tequila taster and I like to do it as a hobby. We're up to 500 bottles now, you guys, so I gotta start drinking, I guess. Tequila's not gonna drink itself. Again, we do take shots of this. They're expensive because the bottle's in the 70s, upwards of $80, depending on where you shop. If you're at a nice bar, they're gonna get 14, 15, 16, maybe even $20 for this. A lot of people do sip it. You put an ice cube in this and it really, really brings out the chocolate notes. A lot of guys like to sip on it. And again, it doesn't have that pungent burn, so let's just get right into it. When it coats your mouth, it's almost like a Christmas treat, and not in a super bad way. I don't like to say it's overpowering and it's gonna be something that you're gonna be like, oh God, it's candy, like the 818. It's not 818. This is a tequila that clearly has some substance behind it. I don't get a lot of agave, which everybody who's a tequila snob in this world is gonna want that agave right away. Agave forward, cooked agave. They want that flavor. To me, I look for that too, but this is unique in the fact that this has brought me together with so many people who do not like tequila. And I know I'm probably getting a lot of feedback saying like, oh, it's because it's laced with additives and blah, 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 blah. That's fine, you guys. We're getting new eyes on it. People I've turned on to this have gravitated and migrated to other ones like Reserva de la Familia, like my friend Brandon. We drink this a lot. That'll be an upcoming review, so please subscribe and smash that like button and we'll be talking all about it. When I taste it, I definitely get chocolate. Again, even more so when you put an ice cube in it and let it marinate for a little bit. A lot of chocolate in this one. Caramel, vanilla, butterscotch, butter, just like when it coats your mouth, again, it's almost like you go to a nice restaurant and they're like putting together a craft cocktail and it's like, hey, there's 10,000 ingredients in it, but it tastes like a Christmas cookie. That's what this is to me. But again, not in a terrible way where I'm like, ugh, I want to throw it up. It's just got too many pieces of sugar in it and stuff. I've drank this in massive quantities and have not got a hangover. I do hydrate very well, so that's one thing you should do if you're drinking anything, especially tequila. But that led me to initially believe that there were no additives in it. I do believe that this has additives. It's not on the additive-free list, and I know Grover, who does a great job over at Tequila Matchmaker, does a great job of keeping that list updated, so it probably has additives in it, right? And that's fine. But I do enjoy this tequila. For the price range, it's probably middle of the pack, maybe a little higher than some guys would like to pay. I know a lot of guys want to get a quality tequila for 40 to 60 bucks. Those days are dwindling right now. There are very few tequilas, and perhaps I'll do a video on tequilas under 60 bucks that I really like. I think if you like that, put a comment below and I'll do that upcoming video right now. I'm doing a lot more frequent videos, you guys, so please smash that like button and subscribe. And congrats to last video's winner of the Winter Blend 2022, Mark Dodge. You gotta claim your prize, bro. You gotta come get it. Finishing this up, it's a special tequila because a lot of my friends drink it, and that brings us together, and that's cool. I've got friends who drink Miller Lite. I've got friends that drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. He says it's good because it's got a blue ribbon on it. I don't care. I do not drink a lot of beer anymore, and if I do, it's few and far between, and it's done. Keep me cool in this hot Florida sun, which I'm not really doing right now because I'm wearing my Cigar Pimp hoodie, which you can get at cigarpimp.com. I do some marketing for them, so throwing it up to them. Great company, great guys, and if you're a cigar smoker like myself, there's no better brand to rock than Cigar Pip. It's becoming really big down here, and I'm proud of those guys and proud to say they're a client. In closing, drink what you like. I have a lot of friends that like this, especially my friend Mario. He loved this tequila. And again, there's gonna be some people out there that hate it. That's perfectly fine. I probably hate something that you drink. That's just a fact, right? For me, I can't throw a high 80 score on this. I do enjoy it, but there's no bite to it. I mean, I could literally slam the whole glass, and again, you didn't see any face, you didn't see any, I look for that little bit of burn that tells me that this is a tequila without anything added to it. I don't get that from this tequila, again, which is fine. It's very tasty. If you're in the mood for something, if you're not quite yet a tequila drinker, this is a great one to break you in on the Anejo level. It's Calirosa, it's made at NOM 1459. Adam Levine's behind this brand, and a lot of notes, you guys. Chocolate, caramel, vanilla. So if you're trying to get there and level up, this is a good one to start into and eventually gravitate towards some that are, totally adder-free, like Tequila Ocho, El Tesoro, Fortaleza, of course, which I just reviewed, the single estate. I'll check that video below, I'll put it for you. A lot of good ones. So on that, for me, probably a 7.9, 7.6, something in that range. But again, because it's brought me together with so many people, I do enjoy this. And again, you can just see no face, no burn. There's just nothing on the back end. Some people will say it's syrupy. I don't get that. It's not heavy. It's more viscous than anything. So, chocolate and cherry all over the place. It's like, my mom makes these chocolate Christmas cookies that are chocolate with a cherry inside. You probably had them. If you haven't, go look it up this season. Incredible. But I get that, and I like it. I could drink this all day long, and I have it sometimes. Again, you can put a cube in it and it'll taste even more chocolatey. So I'm Tequila Tim. That is my Calirosa Anejo review. Hope you enjoyed it. Check it out for yourself. Don't pay over 80 bucks though. Again, prices are wild on this because it's not super easy to get. Distribution's been getting a little bit easier recently, but a year and a half ago when I did this video, it was almost found nowhere, and they'd get one in stock and it would sell. So this is becoming a little bit more abundant, but check it out. I think it's a pretty good tequila. Again, one of the very few that I think has additives that I really, really enjoy. A lot of my friends do too. I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about it, unless you go to Tequila Matchmaker. Of course, you're gonna see some snobs on there, but it's all good. Drink what you like. Upcoming videos, you guys, just real quick, was just sent this by Cambio. I've got a couple of them. Really excited about this one right here. I have the Blanco and the Repo, and then just received last night Cierto Tequila. This one is also additive free. This is a great tequila right here. We have the Anejo and the Blanco, really cool looking bottles. In their email to me, they said they've won over 700 awards. I don't know, 700 people giving awards in the tequila industry, but we'll find out. I'm gonna dig in and tell you the whole story. So I'm Tequila Tim. Thank you for watching Tequila Tales. Thanks for all your support and all your viewership. I'll catch you in the next video.